Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bill's Stadium here at Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
My kids are 7 and
what are these?
First carry down for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Minecraft, yeah. Which it always starts, my kids watch a video on YouTube. They fall in love with the game that they've never played, but they watch other kids play games on YouTube. And then I'm like, all right, this ain't working. Like, if you're going to love this game you're watching, you better play it first. Except Fortnite. I don't love Fortnite. But, so got a Minecraft, they build stuff. They were Minecraft for Halloween and stuff, so yeah, they're super into it.
Christmas gets complicated in our house because my birthday is on the 19th.
To the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
And it makes me so mad. Or like the worst is, here's your birthday present and it's wrapped in
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It is so stressful. So it's like Christmas.
To the air, Allen.
The next day, I'm like panicking.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Is this crowd one of the best in the league, especially this time of year? It's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And then he's like, talk about seeing Jesus. He's like, you know, is he really nice? I can't see him. Yeah, like he's the chosen.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the close fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
I think if they are having fun with family and kind of understand that...
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
That's also really precious and special, so I try to, hammer that in a little bit.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I think that's another generosity to kind of Christmas.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So
Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 6 yards away. And the Ravens will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Yeah, really excited for you guys to hear this record. Make sure you go check it out. May it bless you. Fill your homes this season. Happy holidays.
Come on, Melvin, to sing my song. Go and tell somebody. Which one look at?
Extra point to the Snowflakes. Something good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Wentz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, Melvin.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No.
What is one?
Here's Allen.
Why did you take my foot out?
That's caught by his tight end.
I don't understand that. Give me here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice
That's trail.
DoorDash. Jalen!
Impact on his team and on the league. This guy is following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run to the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marched short. No gain on the play there. Nice job to
Get that DoorDash.
And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt. 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Wait. Hey, who you gonna tell? Who you gonna tell?
Set at the line for this next
Who you
drive.
gonna tell?
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive that they got them at 7-0 lead.
First they had looked on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Hey, the burger is here. Turkey is here.
On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Big hole up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They hand this off to Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Harris. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're able to to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders-Patriots, just send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tucker Roll, didn't you? Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Was that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. On second down now, it's Taylor as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 9. Allen going deep here for Taylor. They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Allen will try to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Steps away to his left. That's caught by Sims. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Shaq Lawson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And, oh, what a catch at the 2.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll look to run with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Throwing is Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Another run here with Dobbins. He juke. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Allen. complete. Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pass complete to Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that's complete. It's Sims. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. Allen.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. There is a bigger prize out there